Hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Wednesday. Only here on YouTube, also broadcasting live on Oldies and More Radio. We're here from 9 p.m. till midnight with a little bit of overtime. We'll see how far we get, but thank you all for being here on this January 15th, 2025 Vinyltreasure show. Cold here in Westchester County, New York. It's 24 degrees and clear. So anyway, at least it's clear. At least it's not snowing, so I'll take it. But it's still cold, but we're going to get warmed up with some cool tunes, soul records out of my collection. Lots of requests here tonight, so thank you all. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Again, if you're new to the program, those of you just seeing me on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And thank you all for being here. We opened up with this Los Angeles instrumental and ensemble. You may know their biggest hit. They must have been into bees for some reason. That sounded like a bee buzzing around, but they had a big hit in 1961 on the Rendezvous record label, a song called Bumble Boogie, and they were session musicians, which included Al Hazan, Earl Palmer, Ernie Freeman, John A. Bird, Lou Josie, Plaz Johnson, R.E.C. Gamble Jr., and Renee Hall. Collectively, they were known as B. Bumble and the Stingers. And this wasn't the original theme song, though, but there, who was it? Neil Hefti. He did the original theme song of a 1966 ABC TV series called The Green Hornet. But this was called The Green Hornet Theme, released in August 66 on the Mercury record label. This from the Rimsky-Korsav's Flight of the Bumblebee, tune written by Billy May, produced by Rob Pierce, and arranged by Renee Hall. And this did chart regionally. This was a number 40 record on WAKY in Louisville, Kentucky. There you go, buzzing around from August 66 on Mercury, B. Bumble and the Stingers with the Green Hornet theme. Well, enough of the Green Hornet theme. We're going to open it up with a request here tonight for a listener, Amnon. This group, this girl group from Inkster, Michigan. It was actually the first girl group to sign with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown empire, and they would have 24 releases for the Tamla record label between 1961 and 1972. Now, Amnon requested their 13th release, a tune written by William Stevenson, Clarence Paul, and Ivy Jo Hunter, produced by Clarence Paul. From July 65, these are the Marvelettes. It features a Wanda Young on lead. This was charted number 61 on Billboard, number 11 on the R&B, and number 11 on the R&B charts. These are the Marvelettes, our opener on Tamla for Amnon. It's called Danger, Heartbreak, Dead Ahead for Amnon.
Who knows what evil lurks within the hearts of
you go. Then we open up with a request there. That's a request for listener Amnon there, the sound of the Marvelettes. Marvelettes from July 1965. That's on the Tamla record label. That's a Wanda Young on lead. Song entitled Danger, Heartbreak, Dead Ahead is the name of the tune. What did I say? That was, what was that? Their 13th release for the Tamla record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. If you're listening to the program for the first time, please give me a thumbs up. You have to be signed into YouTube for that. We are here on the Oldies and More Network, as we'll spin a couple more before we get to all the requests here. And let's go to this next singer, born James Solomon McDonald on March 21st of 1940 in Philadelphia, PA, but he signed with the Apollo label back in 1955, which really didn't find success recording for the Apollo record label, but then he signed with Atlantic. Tons of releases on the Atlantic label, not to mention other labels also like Bell and MGM, but he had 32 for the Atlantic record label. This is his 22nd release. This is a song he wrote with his wife Dolores. Now this charted number 40 on WVON in Chicago, Illinois. Let's go to July of 1966. Give a listen to Solomon Burke. Solomon Burke on the Atlantic record label. The song is called Suddenly.
Suddenly, my whole life seems to have changed. I'm a man floating on air, and I feel like a king. The whole world around me seems to be my domain. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love all over again. And it all happened suddenly. One day, as I was walking along, you see the girl of my dreams just came to me like an old sweet sentimental song. That sad sound of music that once was so sad to my ear is no longer sad, as sweet as can be. And that's the only sound I want to hear when it happened suddenly. Suddenly, I sing no more sad songs. I don't cry at night. I'm just happy every night, the whole night long. There's something inside that starts that flame below. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, and this time I'm sure. Yes, I am. Suddenly, my friend, that whole black magic entwined, and that strange, funny feeling I just had. Chills are running up and down my spine, tingling, chilling, thrilling, so willing, a feeling I never felt before. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, and this time I'm sure. If you ever been hurt, my friend, you can fall in love again. It'll just come.
Yeah, the great sound of Solomon Burke there, July 1966. That's a song he wrote together with his wife Dolores. That's on the Atlantic record label. What I say, his 22nd release on the Atlantic record label, Solomon Burke with Suddenly. Suddenly, Johnny G appears here spinning 1960s soul 45s out of my collection. Well, let's continue here. This is an in-demand record, one that I found here locally. I forget who. It might have been Louis Silvani was selling these for I think $1 at the time is when I picked this one up, but they go for a lot more. This group out of Baltimore, Maryland had 2 releases. Featured one not too long ago, a request for Adrian Viterbo. He requested their single on the Double Check record label. This is their very next release on Ray Patterson's and Kip Anderson's Bedford record label, which was out of Brooklyn, New York. This tune written and produced by Ray Patterson. Now, the members of this group were Alex Wilholt, Elaine Jenkins, Evelyn Robinson, Lester Harris, Ronald Hammond, and Sharon Burton. A lot of people in this group. This is from May of 1969. Let's give a listen to the Chappells. Chappells. The Chappells on the Bedford record label. It's called Help Me Somebody, the Chappells. As May 69 released the Chappells on the Bedford record label. Help Me Somebody is the name of the tune. Johnny G, a little bit more balanced today on the because I'm kind of winging it here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all. This is our first show of the week. I'll be back on Saturday. No 78 show tomorrow afternoon. It will be the following week. I'll be back. I have it posted up on my YouTube wall, but let's continue here and let's fill a request for Bust a Bass in our YouTube chat room as this singer, you know this singer originally from Dawson, Georgia, who in 1960 was a member of the Shooters, with a release on the Transworld record label, but he signed with Volt Records in 1962, had 19 releases on the Volt record label. This is the B-side to his 13th release. Now, the A-side, which was a top 30 record nationally, was called the Fa 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 Sad Song. But Bust a Bass requested the B-side of the 45, which also charted. This charted number 5 on WYLD in New Orleans, Louisiana. And this is a song he co-wrote here from September 1966. Going out to Bust a Bass in our YouTube chat room. Otis Redding on the Vault label. It's called Good to Me for Busta.
don't know what you got, baby, but you were so good to me. I don't know what you're doing wrong to me, baby, but you were so good to me. I've been loving you, honey, for a long time, and you still good to me. I've been loving you, woman, 20 long years. I'll love you 20 more, 'cause I've got that will to try. What you're doing to me, baby, but it sure is good to me. Whatever you do wrong, honey, I don't care, baby, because you are so good to me. I'm gonna keep loving you, woman, for 20 more years. After that, I'm going for 40, 'cause I've got my will to try. I've been loving you, woman, too long, but I'm just gonna keep on loving you all day long, honey. Never gonna dissatisfy you in no kind of way, honey. And I'm gonna love you, baby, Lord, in the early morning sun. You're just so good to me, baby. I love, love, love you. I just love, love, love you, baby. I just keep on loving you, honey, 'cause you're so good to me. So.
Yeah, there's the big O, Otis Redding there by request for listener Buster Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's September 1966. That's the B-side to his 13th release on the Volt record label. Good to Me is the name of the tune. Johnny G, hopefully Johnny G is good to you here on a Wednesday evening as we continue here. Let's go back to the sound of Motown here on the Vinyltreasure show. This is the group's 17th release on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy record label, and the group's first single produced by Frank Wilson, as prior to this release all their singles were produced by Norman Whitfield. Now, the song written by Edward Holland and Ardeen Taylor, and this charted number 8 on Billboard and Cashbox, number 2 on the R&B chart, and this did make it to number 1 on WAVZ in New Haven, Connecticut, and also WCHB in Detroit, and WIGO in Atlanta, and WWIN in Baltimore. I mean, why didn't we call this just a number 1 record? But it was not. But it features David Ruffin on lead, and this is a request for listener George Chestnut. He requested The Temptations on Gordy Records, April 67. I remember this record vividly when my aunt bought the 45. The Temptations on Gordy. The song is called All I Need.
Unfaithful, darling, I've caught you.
Here you go. That's going out to George Chestnut, The Sound of the Temptations, David Ruffin and the Temptations, April 1967 release. It's on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy record label. What a great tune that is. All I Need is the name of the tune. All You Need is Johnny G here on the radio. Thank you all for being here on this cold Wednesday evening. Let's fill a request now for Ronnie Sherman as we go to the Sound of Philadelphia here on the Vinyltreasure show. And this is on Kenny Gamble's and Leon Huff's Neptune record label for this group called the Indigos. The Indigos, a tune written by Leroy Hudson. Wait, is that right? Hudson, H-U-D, not Hut. Hudson, I thought so. That was wrong. Leo Hudson and Donnie Hathaway. It's got to fix that spelling there, Charlene. And, wait. This is their first of two on the Neptune record label. Now, the interesting thing is there's a French under this, and I can't speak French. I can get away a little bit with Italian. I definitely can read and understand Italian. I can't speak it that well, but French I cannot do. Barbara can speak French, and she understands it. But this tune is called, for Ronnie, where is it? It's from August 69. These are the Indigos on the Neptune label, and it says, Je vous aime wait. Je vous aime QJ Foss. I don't know if I said it right, but then it says, I love you. This is the Indigos from August 69 on the Neptune label for Ronnie Sherman. It's called I Love You. Here we go.
You've been good to me so long that I wanna say, je vous aime beaucoup. That means I love you. Not too many times that I pray. I just wanna say that I love you. That I need more, 'cause I love you, baby. I love you. I love you. Times haven't always been so very good for us, baby. No, no. But you stuck by my side. That's why I love you. And baby, I need more, 'cause I love you, baby. I love you, I love you. I said I love you, baby. I love you, just as truly, and I'll be truly. I want you to, I want you to, 'cause my love is true. My love is true. I just wanna say, my love is here to stay. 'Cause I love you, baby. I love you.
as Jevuzembo Ku. That's what they're saying, but that didn't look like it's spelled that way on the label. But anyway, that's August 1969. That's a nice ballad there by request for listener Ronnie Sherman. I Love You is the name of the tune. That's on the Neptune record label. I normally play the flip side of that, a song called Taboo. Johnny G here, spinning my 1960s Soul 45s out of my collection. Let's continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. Now, there were about 11 groups that recorded as the Soul Brothers. And I'm guessing this is the group out of New York City. They were from a bunch of different cities in the United States, but this one's arranged by Bert Keys. Now, the song written by Luther Dixon, Bob Elgin, and Alan Lauber. And this is actually a cover tune. This was first done back in June of '61 on the Scepter label by Tommy Hunt. But let's give a listen to this version as done by the Soul Brothers, going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room, July 1962 on the Wand record label. It's called The Parade of Broken Hearts, the Soul Brothers for Warren.
Step by step, one by one they come. Step by step, one by one they come. Here they come. Whoa, one by one in your parade of broken hearts. All I did was kiss your lips, and now I'm added to your list. Your parade, your parade, your parade, broken heart. Step by step, we were walking in line. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like the soldiers. If you had cared just a little, I wouldn't be heartbreaking now and hurt. But I walk another lonely one in your parade of broken hearts. Someday, baby, when you've had your fun, or maybe then you choose me from your parade, your parade, your parade, broken heart. Oh, baby, come on and take me. Oh, parade of broken heart. Come on now and choose me from. Oh, your parade of broken heart. Yeah, please.
There you go. That's going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat. And that's the sound of the Soul Brothers there. The Soul Brothers on the Juan record label from July '62. Cover tune there, originally done by Tommy Hunt. That tune called The Parade of Broken Hearts is the name of the tune. Let's continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. This girl group quintet from Chicago. They included Maxine Edward, Jane Hall, Mickey McKinney, Jeanette Miles, and Liz Walker, a.k.a. Danetta Boone. Collectively, they were known as the Starlets. Now, their debut single came out in 1961, made the national charts. A song called Better Tell Him No came out on the Pam record label. Now, while promoting their next release for Pam, they stopped in Philadelphia on a tour, and they met up with WIBG disc jockey Harold B. Robinson, who asked them if they would record for him. and they were a little bit apprehensive because they were under contract with Pam Records. But he said for them not to worry. You know what? I'll massage it out with the with Bill Shepard and the guys up at on the Pam label. You don't have to worry about it. So you could just record. And so I think they did 4 songs for Robinson. So the girls went back to Chicago, and unbeknownst to them, that I think one of the girls received a call from her mother that somehow she knew that they recorded a song called I Sold My Heart to the Junkman. It was being played on the radio. So they kind of flipped out a little bit. They're like, what's going on? And the next day or something a little after that, there's a group, the song is being played on American Bandstand, and it's being lip-synced by a group called the Bluebells. It was like a made-up name, and I think what happened was Robinson kind of put an ad out looking for female singers to come in to, I don't know if they were asking them to lip sync or just to record, but it turned out that one of those gals was Patti LaBelle. I think one of the other gals was Cindy Birdsong. So they went on American Bandstand and lip synced I Sold My Heart to the Junkman, and it became a big hit for the group. It came out on the MOTOWN record label. Of course, the Starlets, they were not happy about that. I think eventually they did sue, and they did receive money because that record was like a national number 15 national hit on MOTOWN Records. But then in 1964, the song was reissued on one of those budget labels, Peak, the Peak label. I think it was out of New Jersey. I think it says it. No, New York. I don't know. It says something on the bottom there. I can't see it with my poor eyesight. But they put it out with like a cool picture sleeve of the group. And they're not really the Bluebells. They're really the Starlets. And what they did is they didn't put the original flip side of I Sold My Heart to the Junkman, which was a song called Itty Bitty Twist. They put another tune that they recorded at that first session, and it is a request for listener Frank Gingaro. This was recorded at their 1962 session with Harold B. Robinson, a DJ for WIBG. It features Maxine Edwards on lead, and released in 1964. These are the Bluebells, but really the Starlets. It's called I've Got to Let Him Know.
Gotta let him know I love him. I love him. Gotta let him know I love him. All my friends think that I'm a fool. I never date the boys at school, but they don't know that I'm so in love with the boy we cross town. I don't wanna be with no one else, and I'm so tired of being by myself. Just gotta let him know that I love him. I never thought that I would feel this
There you go. That's going out to Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound. Well, it says the Bluebells, but really it's the Starlets there, and recorded in 1962. That budget single on the Peak record label, issued in 1964 with a cool picture sleeve of the group, and that's Maxine Edwards on lead. I've got to let him know. No, now supposedly, I don't think that was released on that green label. What was the green label called? Oh gosh, I had it here to look up. Because they had another release that came out on as the Bluebells. And I just drawn a blank here. I was supposed to check it out. But anyway, Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. Let us continue. Here's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo. This next singer from Prattville, Alabama, began recording back in 1961 as a member of the Falcons that recorded for the Lupine record label. His first solo release came out in April of 62 on the Correct Tone label. Followed it up with a release on Cub. I think that was the same song released on Cub in June of 62. Then 3 on Lloyd Price's Double L record label. Now, Adrian requested his first, a song he co-wrote. Came out in April of 1963. His name, Wilson Pickett. Wilson Pickett. I don't think he was wicked by this time. He became wicked. He did. But this was number 64 on Billboard, 30 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record on WEEP, if you were listening in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, from April 63 for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Wilson Pickett on Double L. It's called If You Need Me.
Darling, that I didn't mean you no good, and you would leave me someday. But way deep down in my heart, I know that I've done the best I could. That's why I know that one of these days, it won't be long, you'll come walking through that same door, and I can imagine in my mind that these are the words you'll be saying. Always think of you. I still love you. Always think of you. No matter what the people say, I won't stay away. And if you need me, I'll be home where I belong.
Yeah, he was not yet wicked yet, but there you go. Great sound there of Wilson Pickett there. Wilson Pickett on Lloyd Price's Double L record label, as I'm looking for my notes here, April 1963. Song entitled "If You Need Me." That was his first of three, I think, on the Double L record label. There you go. In 1964, he would sign with Atlantic Records. Had a lot of releases on the Atlantic label. I think 32 through the year 1972. Those of you, I think I saw somebody asking for 78s. The 78s, that is an afternoon show that I do on Thursdays every other week. So if you're looking for those 1940s and early 50s 78s, that's not happening. That's not happening until a week from tomorrow. But I'll be back on Saturday night with more 1950s and early 60s requests by you, the listeners. So if you have a request, somebody requested the flip side of Rescue Me. I saw it in the chat room there. You have to email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I can't find the records on the day when I'm doing the show live. It's just impossible to find it. It's sometimes impossible to find your requests, even though I know I have them. I'm telling you, I was looking for this Players record for Leonard Mancini. I played it in 2021. It's on my database. I can't find it for nothing. And then another one that Warren requested, a Johnny Nash record, but I have a replacement for Warren. Actually, I had a replacement for the Sammy Hawkins too, but I didn't have the information. So I can't find it, and it's so frustrating. Barbara's been here a little bit, not this week yet. I keep my fingers crossed. Maybe she'll come tomorrow and help me file to put them in some. I mean, because they're in boxes, and they are. But you know how many boxes I have to look through to find the requests? It's difficult because I pull out so many, and I never get the chance to put them back. That's the problem. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. This great singer, I like this tune he does here that Chris requested. The singer from Detroit, born Jimmy James Barnes, but recorded as J.J. Barnes, first in 1960 with a group called the Delphis that recorded for the Cable label with a K, which I do have in the collection, by the way. In 63, he would record for the McKay's label. Then he would have, McKay's, he would have 6 releases on McKay's. Really, I don't think I have that many on McKay's. And then he would have 1 on the Ring label before he signed with Ed Wingate's Rick Tick label. Now, Chris, it says Steve, Chris requested his first of 4 on the Rick Tick record label, a tune written by Don Davis and Lula Bailey. This charted regionally. This didn't chart nationally. Charted number 7 on WCHB in Detroit. Let's go to October of 1965. For Mr. J.J. Barnes, his first release on the Rick Tick record label. It's called Please Let Me In. This is for Chris Reed.
Same old 2 feet walking down your street. Same old hand, there it goes, knocking on your door. Same old voice you heard so many times before. It's here once more. Baby, please let me in. You know that I love you, baby. Just let me love you once more, like I did so many times before. Yeah, hold me, baby. Please let me in. I love you. Please let me in. I need you. Same old loneliness locked up inside of me.
As going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat, that's the sound of J.J. Barnes. That's his first of four for Ed Wingate's Rick Tick record label, October 65 release. Please Let Me In is the name of the tune. In 1967, he would record for the Groovesville record label, plus other releases on Revelot, also Buddha and the Volt record label. Johnny G letting you come in here to the Vinyltreasure show. Thank you all, those of you that are new here to the program. This is my 1960s soul show. We play soul 45s, and sometimes we digress a little bit, but soul 45s from the 1960s and sometimes early 70s here on the program as requested by you, or I'll just spin a few. Then on a Thursday afternoon, but every other Thursday beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 to 5, I do a 78 show, and I play original 78s here on these Audio Technicas at 2 o'clock, 40s, 50s, 40s and 1950s. Sometimes I do a late 30s 78, but they sound so cool. Well, at least the ones on the nice clean shellac, they sound so cool with my system here. And then we have the big show on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight, and we've finally slowed it. We shortened that show a lot. I did a marathon show a couple weeks ago, like 5 hours and 14 minutes, way too long. But a lot of the shows are available on my YouTube page. You can go there. There's archives that go back. I think there's 750 videos there that go way back. I was looking at some, and they're different. I used different webcams and different platforms to broadcast. So some are really not so nice, and different angles on the records, and all different sizes of Johnny G, from when I was real thin to when I got real heavy. But I'm kind of maintaining my weight. I lost about 46 pounds, so I'm happy with that. But the holidays are tough, as you know. But let's continue here, and let's fill a request for listener John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. This singer, born in Tarrant County, Texas. His real name was James Ray Robbins, first recording back in 1958 for the Combo record label out on the West Coast as Robin Ray. He also recorded as James Robbins on the Federal label in 1964, and then in 1966 he recorded on various labels as Jimmy Robbins. And those labels were Impression, Mika, and this label, Gerhardt Records. It's a song he wrote. This is on the Bob Lee's Gerhardt record label out of Chicago, his first of two. This is the intended B-side from September 66. Let's give a listen to Jimmy Robbins. This is by request for John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. It's called I Made It Over. This is for John Ferry.
I made it over, even though you put me down. You broke my heart, and I took it without a frown. But I found happiness, and you know where around. Oh, I made it over. Oh, I made it over at last. You left me sitting there all alone and blue. I was so hurt, I didn't know what to do. I'm sure you thought that I'd never make it through. Oh, I made it over. Oh, I made it over at last. When you saw me pleading and crying, when you walked out of the door, oh, I thought I was dying. I made it over. I made it over. When you left me, I was so blue and sad. I thought I'd lost the best thing, all that I ever had. But now I found a new love, oh, and things are not so bad. Oh, and I made it over. Oh, 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 I made it over. Oh, yes, I did.
There you go. That one there by request for John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. That's September 66, the sound of Jimmy Robbins. Jimmy Robbins, now let me see here. On Gerhardt, Charlene said first of two. And I'm looking here because I had to get the flip side for the other one was 20. Yeah, that's the first of two. 207 was the other one. 45 Cat is a pain because they don't put the releases in numerical order or date order. That's kind of terrible there. Anyway, September 66, Jimmy Robbins, I Made It Over on the Gerhardt record label, Gerhardt Records, for John Ferry. We're going to do an instant request. This is the only time I can do an instant request with a flip side. And we're going to flip it over for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. This is the A side of the 45. Put it on real quick here, folks. There you go. So we flip it over here. Jimmy Robbins, we heard the B-side requested by John Ferry. I Made It Over, September 66. This is the A-side. It's called I Can't Please You. This is for Mark Speck.
Hey, oh little girl, what's wrong with you? I've done everything I knew to do. Yeah, I've tried so hard. You misuse me, but I've tried. Sorry, I just can't please you. I've given you all that you need, and I've been a good man indeed. Oh yeah, I've tried so hard. You misuse me, but I've tried. Sorry, I just can't please you. I brought you happiness when you were sad, even made you smile when you were mad. Leaving me, baby, may make you glad, but you'll soon realize what a good man you've had, little girl. Oh, what's wrong with you? I've done everything I knew to do. Oh yeah, I've tried so hard. You misuse me, but I tried. Sorry, I just can't please you. Oh baby, oh girl, gave you everything you wanted. I found an automobile, plenty money. What's wrong with you? Nothing I do satisfy you. Me coach, I bought you a diamond ring. Oh yeah, I found a home to live in. Everything you want.
you go. Instant requests here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Jimmy Robbins. That's the intended A-side. He can't please his woman there no matter what you try to do. Barbara was always easy to please, I have to say. She really never, well, I don't know. I don't like to get dragged to go to museums and stuff. I don't like that. But anyway, I'd rather play records. But there you go. That's going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. That's Jimmy Robbins. That's the intended A-side, I Can't Please You, from September 66. We played the B-side for John Ferry, I Made It Over. Let's continue here, and we fill a request for listener Edmund Williams, who came to the party late. No, you're not late, Edmund. You could always go back and check on the archive. It's up there. It's even up there now. You can scroll back. But we go to Brooklyn, New York for this great group, and they were known for their hit single, My True Story. I featured them last week. I played a request for Tommy Albergo, their tune on United Artists called I'm a Happy Man. But they first started with Belltone Records in 1961, and they would sign with United Artists. I played their biggest hit last week, their second release called I'm a Happy Man. I said that for Tommy Albergo. This was the follow-up. This was their third release, their third of 7 on United Artists. This side written by Richie Adams, Larry Cusick, and Margie Rainwater, produced by Otis Pollard and arranged by Horace Ott. It features Eugene Pitt on lead, and it was unfortunate. This did well here in New York City, but it only bubbled under on the national charts. It's number 106 from September 65. This one for Edmund Williams, the Jive Five, with A Bench in the Park.
Can't stay at your house. No, 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 no. Got family everywhere. We can't go to my house. No, 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 no. My folks are always there. But there's a one place I know, baby. Don't always have money, so we can't go downtown. But there's a one place I know, baby. Baby, yes, there's just a one place we can go. On a bench in the park, baby, kissing in the dark. Just a man in the moon now. Share our privacy. But there's a one place I know, baby. There's just a one place we can go. On a bench in the park, baby, kissing in the dark. On a bench in the park.
Yeah, that's a great sound of the Jive Five there. That one there by request for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. That's A Bench in the Park on the United Artists record label, their third release for the United Artists. And Barbara and I used to, well, she likes to sit at a bench in the park to overlook the Hudson River. And we would go there and do submarine race watching on the Hudson River. Did anybody ever do submarine race watching at the Hudson River? It's pretty fun to do. But let's flip this 45 over because Edmund also requested the flip side here. Another one produced by Otis Pollard, arranged by Horace Ott. It features the late Eugene Pitt on lead. This is a B-side here. Their third release on United Artists, A Bench in the Park. This is the flip from September 65. It's called Please Baby Please, parentheses, Come On Back to Me. This is for Edmund Williams, a B-side.
If tears will make you love me, then I would cry, cry. You know I'd cry. If life will make you believe in me, then I would lie, lie. You know I'd have to lie. Once you had love for me, and you really, really needed me, but I turned my back, now I want you back. Please, baby, please, come on back to me. Come on back to me. Please, baby, please, come on back to me. If you won't ever come back to me, then I'll know why. You know I know why. Forgiveness isn't so hard to do. Baby, please try, try. Baby, please try. I'll never forgive myself for letting you walk out on me. Now I want you back. I need you, baby. Baby, please, come on back to me. Come on back to me. Please, baby, please, come on back to me. Come on back to me. Come on back to me. Come on back to me, baby. Come on back to me, please. Come on back.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. Those are the Jive Five. That's the flip side of A Bench in the Park. Song entitled Please Baby Please Come On Back to Me. That is their third of 7. That's one by request for Edmund Williams, Eugene Pitt, and the Jive Five from September 1965. Let's fill a request now for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room as we go to this singer born Frederick Earl Long in Birmingham, Alabama. Singer-songwriter, moved to Detroit, Michigan in 1959. First recording for the Tri-Fi record label in 1962. But you know him as Shorty Long. He had 6 releases on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Soul record label. Now, Busta requested his third, a song that he wrote with Eddie Holland, produced by Brian Holland and Lamont Dozier. This charted number 97 on Billboard, 42 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record if you were listening to KGFJ in Los Angeles, California. Let's go to March of 1966. Going out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. Shorty Long on Soul Records. It's called Function at the Junction.
I'm getting ready for the function at the junction. And baby, you better come on now.
There you go. That's going out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Shorty Long, March 1966 on the soul record label. Function at the Junction is the name of the tune. That's his third of 8 on the soul record label. We got an instant request for young listener Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. We asked Johnny G to flip over the 45. Let's do that. And he likes this side. Let's flip it over real quick. And we are ready to go. So here you go. Let's flip over Function at the Junction by Shorty Long from March 66. This is the B-side. Instant request for listener Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. It's on Soul Records. It's called Call on Me. This is for Evan.
Darling, you say you're lonely. Well, I'm lonely too. But togetherness is the answer for me and you. Now I know since he left, you haven't been the same. And memories are all that remains. Call on me, darling, just call on me. If you ever need that someone, call on me. Darling, you've been so misunderstood, and you haven't been loved like you should. Now I don't know, words to say, but I do know how to love you all the way. So darling, darling, call on me, call on me. If you ever need somebody, if you ever need a friend, call on me. Darling, darling, if you're lonely, if you need somebody, if you ever need that someone, call on me. Darling, darling, if you're lonely, anyway, any time of the day, if you ever need that someone, call on me.
There you go. That's a different side of Shorty Long. You heard the up-tempo side with Function at the Junction by request for Busta Bass. That's a March 1965. That's the B-side for young Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Call on Me is the name of the tune. You can call on Johnny G with a request, as I'm going to sneeze any minute here, folks. You can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number, as it's hard for me to play requests the night of the show. So I know many of you are finding out about the program, and we have lots of regulars that come into all my shows, so you learn about it. I give a little bit of history about the group and whatnot. We talk about it. Sometimes my own personal experiences, too, of record collecting. And my mother's like, Johnny, right? You have a bio. There is a bio about Johnny G. It's on my YouTube page. Over to on the YouTube page to the right, you'll see it. It says bio. You can read about how I started into collecting records. I have about 195,000 45's. I bought one today that I didn't have by the Dewdroppers for the 1950 show. Once it's not like a lot, although I did make a large purchase of records at the end of last year and well, I should say at the end of the previous year and last year. And the most I ever spent on records in that short period of time. But it's always fun. It's always been fun for me to collect. Not so fun to spend lots of money, but it's fun to find the 45s. Let's continue. Like I found this one, and this is a great record by this next group, and it's a request for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room as we go to Harlem, New York, and this is a big group here. Lots of people like this group here on the 60s show. It's the group's debut single on Joe Evans' Carnival record label, their first of 6, a tune written by a member of the Topics that also recorded for the Carnival record label. His name was Ronald McCoy. This one peaked on the Billboard R&B chart at number 41. It should have done better, but it was number 6 on WJMO out of Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to October of 1966. Someone mentioned the Manhattans. Let's Just Kiss and Say Goodbye. I would be scared to play that record, even though I like that record on the Columbia record label. I'll be caught by the copyright police, but hopefully not on this one. A great side for Lee Williams. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about the Manhattans. I'm talking about Lee Williams and the Cymbals. Oh, Johnny G needs his head examined. This is October 6th. I'm getting confused. That listener mentioned the Manhattans, and I got confused. This is Lee Williams and the Cymbals. I'm sorry. October 1966. Hey, they're still from Harlem, New York. Lee Williams and the Cymbals. This is their first of 6 on Carnival. It's called I Love You More. This is going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. Sorry.
To kiss you, to want to hold you, one heart that needs you, one mind that believes in you, 'cause I love you more than anybody's ever loved anyone. Anyone, baby, Romeo and Juliet, hello, the world won't forget, but our love will last longer, simply because it's made stronger, 'cause I love you more than anybody's ever loved anyone, baby, you thick and thin, and our love will make it. There's nothing in this world strong enough to change it, 'cause I love you more than anybody's ever loved anyone, baby, our love will last longer than the sun and the stars, baby, my baby, little darling. Our love will last much longer, simply because it made stronger. Our love will last longer than the sun and stars, baby. That means forever, darling.
That's a great tune there. I love that record. There you go. By request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room, October 66, the first of 6 on the Carnival record label. For Lee Williams and the Cymbals, I Love You More is the name of the tune. They got other great sounds on lots of great records on the Carnival record label. Got to tell you that. Joe Evans Carnival record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here with the 1960s requests. Let's fill a request now for listener George Chestnut. He wanted to hear Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. This is the B-side to the group's 23rd release. for Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. Now, the A-side, it was called The Love I Saw in You Was Just a Mirage, which was a top 20 national hit for the group. Now, the flip side is the title song of the 20th Century Fox motion picture by the same title, I guess. And this was a big #1 record on WOL in Washington, D.C. Tune written by Smokey Robinson. We go to February of 1967. By request for George Chestnut, The Miracles on Tamla with their tune called Come Spy With Me. For George. There you go. That one there going out to a listener, George Chestnut. That's Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. As I lost my place here. Lost my place here. George Chestnut. F-G. Here we go. February 1967. I think this was the first release for them as a Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. The prior releases were all the Miracles. Come Spy With Me, the B-side there on the Tamla label, written by Smokey Robinson. And knock on wood, the Copyright Police did not come out on that record. Let's see if they come out on this record. Now, I was saddened to hear the passing of Samuel David Hicks. And of course, you know him as Sam Moore. He passed away January 10th, 2025, at the age of 89, from complications from surgery. Very sad thing. Such a nice guy, and I was looking at an interview he did. I forget, it was about maybe it was about 5 years ago, talking about his career and when he recorded with his buddy Dave as Sam and Dave. But it goes back prior to that. He was a member of a group called the Majestics. I just played that record last Saturday night. He was a member of the Majestics, recorded for Henry Stone's Marlin label, a song called Nighty Night. And this one is also on the Marlin label. And it's not their debut single. It's their second release. They had one prior to this, but they're not easy to find. The first releases by Sam and Dave. Of course, you know their big hits, Hold On, I'm Coming, and Soul Man. But they are Sam Moore and David Prater. We just lost Sam Moore. And he co-wrote this tune. This one produced by Steve Alamo, who also recorded for the Marlin record label, did a lot with Sam and Dave. And this is from 1961. This would be picked up on a Roulette Records, so you can get this song on the Roulette label in 1962, but it first came out in 61 as we pay tribute to the late Sam Moore. Sam and Dave on the Marlin label. It's called My Love Belongs to You.
I may walk with another, I may talk with another, have no fear, my love belongs to you. I may smile at another,
Remember the late Sam Moore. That's Sam and Dave. That's their second record. The second record they did on the Marlin record label, My Love Belongs to You, released in 61, would be picked up by Morris Levy's Roulette record label. That's Sam Moore and Dave Prater. We just lost him on January 10th, 2025. Remember him here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Was looking for a request. A Johnny Nash request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room, and I could not find it, but I did find this one in the box. Great two-sided 45. I'm going to play both sides here, and I'm pretty sure, Warren, you probably know this record. Johnny Nash, originally from Houston, Texas, started recording back in 1956 for ABC Paramount Records. And this is his 18th release on the label, a song he co-wrote and produced, a song he co-wrote with and produced with Phil Spector, I should say, who co-wrote it and produced it. It's Phil Spector. This is arranged by Bob Mercy, and this charted number 42 on WVET in Rochester, New York. Let's go to January of 61 now for Johnny Nash, and we're asking Warren if he knows this tune on ABC Paramount. It's called World of Tears, Johnny Nash.
It's been a million years and a million tears since you have gone from me. At least it feels that way because every day all my cloudy eyes can see is a world of tears. Yes, a world of tears. And oh, yeah, love has made my life a world of tears. So very cruel, and I was such a fool to believe every word you said. But everybody knows, as the saying goes, the heart never heeds the head, 'cause it's a world of tears. That's a world of tears. And oh, yeah, love has made my life a world of tears. You may be happy now with your new love, but here is one thing to be thinking of. It's so untrue, I'm telling you that one day, girl, you'll see that your new crush will give you the brush, and you'll find out just like me that it's a world of tears. That's a world of tears. Tears. Oh, it's a world of tears. Just a world of tears. It's a world of tears. And I know, oh, yeah. It's a world of tears. It's a world of tears. I know, yeah.
There you go. We'll send that one out to Warren Russell. That's kind of like got a Drifters sound to it, now with those violins in the background there. January 61 release. Johnny Nash on the ABC Paramount record label. World of Tears is the name of the tune. Now, the other side is good, too. Another tune, Phil Spector co-wrote this. The other flip side, too. It says with orchestra and chorus. And it's produced by Phil Spector. Let's see what the flip side sounds like. As we flip over this 45, the 18th release on ABC Paramount Records for Johnny Nash from January 61, the flip side of World of Tears. It's called Some of Your Lovin', Johnny Nash.
Yeah, I said when I'm hungry some apple pie will satisfy my greed. But right now, baby, it's some of your loving I need. Some of your loving. Oh, baby. Yeah. I know that's what I need. 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 I said when I'm thirsty, some sparkling wine will do real fine indeed. But right now, baby, it's some of your loving I need. Some of your loving. Oh, I need it, baby. I know that's what I need. what I need.
What I need, what I need, what I need, what I need.
When I'm laughing, just anyone can bring me fun with speed. But right now, baby, it's some of your loving I need.
Some of your
Some of your loving. Oh, that's what I need.
what I need,
Hey, that's what I need.
what I need,
Just a little bit loving.
what I need,
Wow, I even got Brian Korn to like that record there. Brian, probably Norm had that record. I would bet he did. There you go, the great sound of Johnny Nash there. You heard the A and B side, World of Tears, prior to this from January 61. We'll send this one out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room, Johnny Nash. His 18th release on the ABC Paramount record label, Some of Your Lovin' is the name of the tune. If you're loving this show, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about the program here as Johnny G spins original vinyl 45. Sometimes I don't have all the records. Leonard Mancini's been sending me some really obscure stuff that is hard to find. And I'm looking for other stuff in my 70s boxes downstairs, which I will find eventually. But there's a lot of records to go to. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room, as this is the 18th release on RCA Records for Mr. Sam Cooke. Now, this is a tune he wrote, produced by Al Schmidt. This charted number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 2 on the R&B chart, the Billboard R&B chart, and big number 1 record on WRAP. If you were listening in Norfolk, Virginia from December 64, Mr. Sam Cooke on RCA for Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room. His tune is called Shake.
shake, 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 shake. Listen while I talk to you. I tell you what we're gonna do. There's a new thing that's going around, and I'll tell you what they're putting down. Just move your body all around and just shake. Oh, mama, shake. That's the way to do it. Shake. Oh, you're looking good now. Shake. Yeah. Shake it like a bowl of soup. Make your body loop-de-loop. Put your hands on your hips. And kinda let your backbone slip. Move your body like a whip and just shake. That's doing it. Shake. Yeah, you're looking good now. Shake. Don't do it, baby. Shake. Yeah. Oh, ling-a-ling-a-ling. Honey, shaking is the latest thing. And if you wanna swing, just loosen up and so loose. If you wanna really roll, you got to do the thing with soul. Shake the shake with all your might. Or if you do it right. Just make your body loose and light. Gotta shake. Oh, honey, shake. Shake. Oh, that's the way to do it. Shake. Yeah. All right. Oh, you're doing it now, honey. Come on, listen, I can show you. If you wanna
There you go. By request for Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room. That's the great sound of Sam Cooke, December 64 hits here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That's his 18th release on the RCA record label. Shake is the name of the tune. Johnny G would love a Carvel vanilla shake, but do you know how many calories are in a Carvel vanilla shake? Lots of calories in that, so that is a no-no. But Barbara and I used to love to go for vanilla custard. I just love the Carvel. I'm doing a commercial here. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's fill a request now for Strictly 45's, this group originally from Canton, Ohio, first recording for Sid Nathan's King Records back in 1961. They were called the Mascots, but they would change their name. I think it was their manager, disc jockey in the Cincinnati area, Eddie OJ, would change their name to the OJs. They had 14 releases on the Imperial record label. This is their fifth of 14, a tune written by Bryce Cofield and Chester Pipkin. This is arranged by H.B. Barnum. It features Eddie Levert on lead. This charted regionally, number 8 on WOOK. If you were listening in Washington, D.C. from June 64 for Strictly 45's. These are the OJs on Imperial. It's called You're on Top. Wrong one.
Now, and you're playing the game. Somehow it seems you don't remember my name, but I was with you through dark and stormy weather. I loved you then, and I love you now. But oh my darling, I love you forever. Baby, I was your true love, always by your side, forsaking all others and swallowing my pride. But you were blind with a wandering heart, and just like the wind, it blew us apart. And I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you now. But oh my darling, I love you forever. I love you, the way you walk, the way you talk. I love you, the way you run your hand through my hair, the way you say daddy. You know I love you.
There you go, early OJs there, going out to Strictly 45's June 64 on Imperial Records. That's You're on Top is the name of the tune. That is with Eddie Levert on lead. I love their rendition of Lipstick Traces. They do that. They did that on Chivalry. It's such a cool clip that Johnny G watches all the time. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the first show of the week. No show tomorrow. I'll be back. It'll be next week. Next Thursday, I'll have the 78 show, but I'll be back on Saturday night with 1950s and early 60s. I play those records by year. I don't do that here, although Charlene would want me to. I don't play them by year here on the 60s because they're like kind of they all fit together. I think they do. But in 1950s, you got something different from 1954 to when I end sometime in 64. 10 years meant a lot back there as the music changed, but not so much in the 1960s. But let's continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room as we head to Philadelphia here. This group had a big #1 national hit with their debut single on the Parkway label in 1963, a song called So Much in Love. That was their first of 8 for Parkway. I played their follow-up to that. I think it was my last song for Saturday's show, a cover of the Johnny Mathis tune, Wonderful, Wonderful. But they signed with MGM Records for 2 releases. Then on Columbia, they did 5. Well, this one, Charlene, this was before the Columbia releases, I think. This is on the Winchester label, which I think was a subsidiary of the Cameo Parkway label. So maybe they put this out later. I don't know. But it features written by Billy Jackson and Johnny Madera and David. Well, there's an all-star lineup here. Written by Billy Jackson, Johnny Madera, David White, and Leon Huff. Arranged by Joe Renzetti. And it features... this charted number 36 on WFIL, a big station in Philadelphia back in the day. This features George Williams on lead by request for Frank Chingaro from May 67. The Times, Tymes, The Times on Winchester. It's called This Time It's Love. This is for Frank.
This love won't fade away. It's here to stay, here to stay. I never knew love was like this.
As May 1967 release there for the Times on the Winchester record label. That's by request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. It's called This Time It's Love. We're going to flip it over here. We're going to play the flip side for Frank also, as this is a tune that dates back to 1936. Done by Turner Layton on the Columbia record label so many years ago, but covered by many vocal groups that I have featured on my Saturday night show. But let's give a listen to this version as done by the Times, again with George Williams on lead, May 67. This is the B-side to This Time It's Love on the Winchester record label by the Times for Frank Gingaro. The Times with their rendition of the tune These Foolish Things Remind Me of You. The Times.
Cigarette packers, lipstick traces, in airline ticket to romantic places, and still my heart has wings. These foolish things remind me of you. Tinkling piano in the next apartment. Those stumbling words that told you what my heart meant. A background painted swing. These foolish things remind me of you. Dancer, oh, telephone that rings, but who's to answer? Oh, how the ghost of you clings. These foolish things remind me of you. These foolish things.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure Show and B-sides there. That's there by request for Frank Gingaro. That is the B-side to the Times. This Time It's Love. They're a rendition, nice rendition of These Foolish Things Remind Me of You with George Williams on lead from May 1967. Let's go back to Miami, Florida. We were there with Henry Stone's Marlin record label with that tribute to Sam Moore of Sam and Dave. Well, he also owned this label, Dade Records, and this is a request for listener Adrian Viterbo. This appears to be this gal's only release. Her name, Kitty Love, and this is a cover tune. This tune written by Charles Colbert Jr., first recorded by Mary Silvers. She did it originally on the Tip Top record label, would get picked up by Wonderful in February of 63, but this came out a few months later, June of 63 for this cover. For Adrian Viterbo, let's give a listen to Kitty Love. Kitty Love on the Dade record label. It's called The Power of Love. This is for Adrian.
Take away the sunshine
That one, excuse me, that one there going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's listening down in Mexico. I like that record there. Kitty Love. I think I bought that from Ken Benedict many, many years ago. Kitty Love from June 63 on the Dade record label out of Miami, Florida. The Power of Love is the name of the tune. The power of music is very strong as it brings people together. It does, as we do it here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. It's now 22 degrees. Drop down 3 degrees. That is cold here in Westchester County, New York. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Chris Reed, this singer from Clarksdale, Mississippi. His real name, Bonnie Rice. He was a member of the Falcons between the years 1963 and 1965, recording for the Lupine record label. But he recorded as under two names, Sir Mac Rice and also Mac Rice. I think this is, Charlene, was this his debut single on his debut solo event, a solo release, his first of two on Robert West's Lupine record label out of Detroit, Michigan. So this is going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room, March 64 for Mr. Mac Rice. It's called Baby, I'm Coming Home. We don't want to do that. Hold on, I hit the thing too hard. There.
Whoa, baby, I'm coming home. Baby, whoa, baby, I'm coming home. Baby, whoa, baby, I'm coming home. And I promise not to never wrong. And I know, I've been wrong. I know. Well, I know. But baby, now I'm coming home. It ain't no Cleopatra. You never been a movie star. I'm down on my knees, begging, baby, please. I wanna be wherever you are. Hey, baby, oh, baby, now. Whoa. What it takes. Yeah. Baby. Might be in the morning or the afternoon. But anytime, baby, I'll be there soon.
I think that's his debut single there. That is Mac Rice there. That's by request for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. That's March 64, his first of two on Robert West's Lupine record label. Baby, I'm Coming Home is the name of the tune. Well, we're not coming home yet. Let's continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams, and as we go to Chicago for this next artist that you all know, and of course he was a member of the Dookays, but he left that group for a solo career. His real name Eugene Dixon, but we all know him as Gene Chandler, and recorded for a number of labels during his career: VJ, Constellation, Checker, Brunswick, and this is Mercury. This is his first of 7 for the Mercury record label, and this brings back memories, this song, to your host Johnny G, as I bought this record when it came out. Now this song was actually a cover tune This song, and it was a big hit. This was a top 12 hit, 12 Billboard hit for him, number 8 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on WHNC in New Haven, Connecticut. But it was first issued by Mel and Tim in 1969. They put out an LP called Good Guys Only Win in the Movies, which is a single that they had out on the Bamboo record label, which I have featured here on the program. So this was actually, he must have heard this on that LP and he covered it, and this was a big hit for him, and it's a request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Touch of the 70s here, Santi, June 1970. I know you remember this one. Gene Chandler on the Mercury label, his first. It's called Groovy Situation.
That girl, I'm gonna make her mine if it takes all night. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? That girl, I'm gonna make her mine if it takes all night. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Good evening, sweet darling. May I ask your name? You seem to be lonely. Well, don't worry, I'm feeling the same. Oh, it's a groovy situation, a splendid combination that we should meet at a time like this. Oh, it's a groovy situation, a splendid combination. You're something that I just can't miss. That girl, I'm gonna make her mine if it takes all night. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? That girl, I'm gonna make her mine if it takes all night. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? It's been a long time, sweet darling, since your love has come my way. But I'm trying so hard to find the right words to say. Oh, it's a good situation, a splendid combination that we should meet at a time like this. Oh, it's a good situation, a splendid combination. You're something that I just can't miss. Oh, it's a good situation, a splendid combination that we should meet at a time like this. Oh, it's a good situation, a splendid combination. You're something that I just can't miss. Baby, baby, it's a good situation, a splendid combination that we should meet at a time like this. Oh, it's a good situation and a splendid combination. You're something that
there you go, by request for Edmund Williams there, the sound of Gene Chandler. That's his first release on the Mercury record label, first of 7 from June 1970. Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition, Groovy Situations, always groovy here on the Vinyltreasure show, and it took a while for the Copyright Police to come out on that one. They've been in and out occasionally, so I got to be careful that it's not consistently, because then they're going to shut me down like they did it. It's unfortunate that they do that, and we've been here now for a while. But that's what that's what happens here on the when you're on this platform. It's amazing that people contact me asking me, how do I get away with some of these things? I guess it's because of how many subscribers I have and the hours that I'm on. So I think the owners of the content like that. Of course, they don't allow me to monetize the show, because if you get one record that they dispute, they allow you to play it. And they get to, and that's fine, as long as I can keep the show. I spend a lot of time, Charlene and I spend a lot of time on the program, and I want it to be aired, and that's the main thing. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener David Silberg. Love this gal from Kingstree, South Carolina. She traveled to New York City to begin her singing career, first gospel as a child, but then she, at 21 years old, she signed with No More Records in 1961. Her debut single, a great tune called All in My Mind. Now, after 3 releases on the No More record label, she signed with ABC Paramount Records, and she had 8 singles on the ABC Paramount label. This is her 5th. A tune written by Bob Crew and Sid Bass, produced by Mel. Is that Mel? I guess, Charlene. Or you got Mal there. Yeah, it's Mal. I thought it would be Mel, but it's Mal Williams. I wonder if that's a typo. And this tune written by Wayne Walker. And interesting, no, I'm sorry, I messed that up. I said this is arranged by Roy Glover Jr. This is from May 62, by request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room, the great Maxine Brown. It's called My Time for Crying. Maxine Brown. This is for David.
There's a million stars shining oh so bright, and there's a golden moon on the hill tonight. It's time for lovers to love each other, but it's my time for crying. I had the table set, supposed to dine at 8. Now it's 9:30. I believe it's just too late, but it's time to grow up. I don't think he's gonna show up. Yes, it's my time for crying. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll take a walk through the crowded streets and visit the honky-tonk places, on a gamble, on a chance that I'll meet that one out of a million faces. Oh, and maybe you'll be there. Maybe you'll be fair. And darling, when you stop to remember, I believe that you'll even care. So I'll hope and I'll pray that I can get you back one day. But it's my time for crying. Oh, yes. Oh, oh, oh,
go. That's the great sound of Maxine Brown. Maxine Brown here on the Vinyltreasure Show. From May 1962 on ABC Paramount Records. That when they're going out to listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. My Time for Crying is the name of the tune. That was a number 7 record on WAMS out of Wilmington, Delaware. She's got other great records on ABC Paramount. And who mentioned it? Garwin in our YouTube chat room says she's got some great records also on the Juan record label. And also she sang with Chuck Jackson too on that label. Johnny G's got to make an announcement here because I'm also broadcasting on Oldies and More Radio, and they asked me to, I'm supposed to do it every hour, but I neglected to do it. I just remembered it. So they're looking for disc jockeys here on the Oldies and More Radio network here. So Oldies and More Radio is looking to add a few new DJs to their staff. And so if you are interested in becoming a disc jockey and joining our team of DJs to broadcast a live radio show, they're not looking for podcasts, they're looking for live, how Johnny G does it. And it doesn't have to be records either, you know, because I think I'm the only one. There might be one other that maybe puts his records on CD and plays them, but I think I'm the only one that has this setup that plays original vinyl live on the show. But you get to see it. But if you're interested in becoming a disc jockey here on the radio station, Oldies and More Radio, you need to contact Joe T. He's the owner of the station. His email is Joe. I'll spell it out here. JOETRE Questline. Joe Tree Questline, JOETREQUESTLINE @gmail.com. And you can also contact another DJ here on the Oldies and More Radio Network, DJ Cosmos. He's at Cosmos Request, COSMOS Request @gmail.com. And then they'll get back to you as quick as possible. And Oldies and More Radio is the place to be as we bring the best music of the 50s through the 70s to the world. Well, there you go. So if you're interested, or you can contact me, Johnny G, at vinyltreasures@AOL.com, and I can send you that email. So if you want to be a DJ, and listen, I'm not a professional disc jockey. Everybody knows Johnny G. I've always been an accountant by day, and I'm a record collector by night. But I am an amateur disc jockey here doing the show. But I hope you like it. I hope I sound good. But anyway, that's how it goes. Let's continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, and let's fill a request for listener George Chestnut as we go to Houston, Texas for this group. I think I played their #1 national Billboard hit on the last show for MOTOWN, a song called The Tighten Up. That originally came out on the Ovid record label, with them picked up by Atlantic Records. But George requested their 6th of 14 on the Atlantic label. This tune written by Kenny Gamble and Tom Bell and Tom Bell. This charted number 59 on Billboard, number 58 on Cashbox, number 13 on the R&B chart, and a big number 5 record if you were listening to WGOV in Valdosta, Georgia. Wasn't Billy Joe Royal from Valdosta, Georgia, I think? But anyway, let's go to May of 69. This is Archie Bell and the Drells on Atlantic Records for George Chestnut. It's called Girl, You're Too Young. This is for George Chestnut.
You're just a baby. Girl, you're too young. Oh yeah. Your mama won't allow it. No, she won't now. Girl, you're too young. gonna shout about it.
Yes, he will now. Ooh, yeah.
Girl, you're too young.
You're too young, girl.
Your
Yes,
mama
you
won't
are
mind.
now, yeah. Don't you know you're too young, baby? You just gonna shout about it. Yes, he will. You're too young, baby. Yes, they gonna shout about it. But come on, girl, you're too young, yeah. You're just too young, baby. Come back later. I'll be here waiting for you, girl.
As going out to George Chestnut, the Sound, Archie Bell, and the Drells. That's their 6th release on the Atlantic record label from May 69. Girl, You're Too Young is the name of the tune. We don't want to go there. We do not want to go there. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition here. Fill a request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. And this gal had 2 releases on the Volt record label. She's from Gainesville, Florida. Her real name, Linda Rowland, but she recorded as Linda Lyndell. And this is her first release on the Volt record label. And what do you got here? That doesn't make sense. This was a number 21. This was a number 21 tune on WIGO in Atlanta, Georgia. This tune written and produced by Dave Crawford. Let's go to June of 1968 now. Fill a request for Busta Bass, Linda Lyndell on Volt Records. It's called What a Man for Busta Bass. There you go. That one there going out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Linda Lyndell. June 1968 release there on the Volt record label. What a Man. They mentioned that someone might have heard that by Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper did that in the 1980s there, but that is the original. What a Man is the name of the tune. That's going out to Busta Bass. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. The copyright police surrounding me as I need to escape here as we continue here. Maybe we'll escape with this request for listener Ronnie Sherman for this group, recorded for Don Roby's Peacock record label out of Houston, Texas. First recording as The Chains. The Chains, 1963, I think they had their first release in May of 63. Then they would change their name. The lead singer, his name is Ruben Martin, and they would record as Ruben and the Chains, and this was their second release on the Peacock record label from March of 1965. Ruben and the Chains for Ronnie Sherman. It's called When You Love Someone. This is for Ronnie.
When you love someone, what they are. And when you love someone, you love them near or far. Oh, and when you find the one you love, yeah, you'll know they're meant for you. For you. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. For you. Let me tell you, like love is a funny thing. It'll make you mad, oh so mad, yeah, when your little lover's been so bad. It'll make you kind and gentle, and then it'll make you sweet and sentimental. Sometimes it'll make you sad, then it'll turn around and make you oh so glad. And I should know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, because that's the way love is. Hey, and when you find your love, love her till you die. You'll be so kind to your love. Sometimes you won't know why, but when you find the one you love, yeah, you'll know she's meant for you. For you. Yeah, 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 yeah. For you. Oh, darling, for you. For you. Yeah.
There you go. Very nice, Ronnie Sherman. Thanks for requesting that tune there. That's Ruben and the Chains there. That's Ruben Martin on lead. From March 1965 there. It's on Don Roby's Peacock record label out of Houston, Texas. Song entitled When You Love Someone is the name of the tune. I think they would have one more that came out in September of 65 on the Peacock record label. Remember, if you're new to the program here, you're just finding out about the Vinyltreasure show, please consider subscribing to this show. This is my first show of the week. We normally do a 78 program on Thursday afternoons beginning at 2 p.m., but I do that every other week. So I think the promo is up on my YouTube page, so you can check it out there. It's there. So you can click that to get notified when Johnny G goes live. But I will be back on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m., 9 to midnight with a little bit of overtime. We'll do only a half-hour overtime or so. But we're starting to get lots of requests here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That's a good thing. And it is. So again, if you have a request, you can send it to me. That's the best way. Charlene goes crazy. Charlene is my administrative assistant trying to find where all these requests are. So if you email me, I forward them to her, and she helps me with the research. Johnny G's got a busy week every week here. So anyway, so that is the best way. Vinyltreasures@AOL.com is the best way to get in touch with your Saturday night disc jockey. Let's continue here. Fill a request now for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room as we go to Philadelphia now. Now, after the Silhouettes, you know the Silhouettes, they had a big hit with Get a Job in 1958. Well, the two of their members, Bill Horton and his fellow member Ray Edwards, who I think was the bass of the group, they left to pursue other interests, and the rest of the fellas went on to continue singing. They added a new lead singer by the name of John Wilson, and they had a few releases on different labels. I think one of them I have on the Grand label that I have in the box to play, and then they had this one on the Imperial record label. This tune written by Van McCoy. We all love Van McCoy in his writings and singings. And this is produced by Jerry Ragavoy and arranged by Tico Wilshire. If you're a collector of this music and you see those names on the label, you should buy the 45 at all the time. This did chart also in Philadelphia. This was a number 64 record on WIBG in Philadelphia. Let's go to August of 62 for the Silhouettes on Imperial. This is for Frank Gingaro. I think this is a dance. So we're all going to do The Push. This is for Frank.
Come on, baby. Well, there's a brand new dance that's going around. I'm gonna teach it to you so you can really shake them down. To plant your feet on the floor and start your hips to moving. Add a little soul and then you're really, really doing a push, push. Give it all you got now. Push, push. You gonna like it a lot now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Now that you like the night, let's try something new. Listen close, here's what I want you to do. Go down and touch the floor while your hips still are shaking. If you can't do it, then your body start to faking. And a push, push, you're gonna like it a lot now. Push, push, give it all you got now. Never like this. Come on, baby. I never got such a thrill when I did the twist. Come on, baby. But when it gets to you, you're gonna twist and shout. Shake it up, baby, and wake it on out. And a push, push. You're gonna like it a lot now. Push, push. Give it all you got now. Push, push, baby. Come on, baby. A little bit of soul now. I'm gonna do the trouble. Oh, get it, get it. Don't you ever.
There you go. That's going out to a listener, Frank Gingaro. That's the later Silhouettes there, August 62. That with who did I say? John Wilson. He's the lead singer on there. The Silhouettes there. Tune written by Van McCoy on Imperial Records called The Push. There you go. Johnny G pushing along here on the Vinyltreasure show. Let's fill a request now for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. For this gal, she had one release. Came out on the Columbia record label, a tune written by Dorian Burton, William Dillard, produced and arranged by Robert Mercy. Now, she was discovered, this gal, at a teen talent audition for Columbia Records. She was 14 years old, and she was a student at George Washington High School here in New York. And this was her only release. Came out in April of 1963. This is going out to Bill Olben, New Jersey. Her name, Virginia Ho. Virginia Ho, H-O-E, on Columbia Records. The song is called Lonely Girl for Bill.
I wanna be loved. They say that I'm just a lonely girl, so lonely that I need another world. Oh, tell me why can't I find someone to love? 'Cause I wanna be loved. I used to be, ain't what he used to be, but that's alright with me. Oh, tell me why can't I find someone to love? 'Cause I wanna be loved. They say that love is the way, and I know it's true. Yeah, I hope that I'll find someone someday, and maybe he will love me too. Oh, yeah, they say that I'm just a lonely girl, so lonely that I need another world. Oh, tell me why can't I find someone to love? 'Cause I wanna be loved.
There you go. That's going out to listener Bill Olben, New Jersey. That's the sound of Virginia Ho. Virginia Ho from April 63 on the Columbia record label. Song entitled Lonely Girl. You're never lonely here, girls, when you tuned in to the Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure show. As we continue here, let's do another tribute to the late Sam Moore. As I mentioned, they would sign with Morris Levy's Roulette record label, and they had 6 releases on the Roulette record label. Let's give a listen to their 4th. This tune written by Billy Nash. Is it Billy Nash? Yeah, it says Billy Nash. And it's arranged by Henry Glover. This one from May of 1963. Sam and Dave on Roulette, as we pay tribute to the late Sam Moore, passed away on January 10th, 2025. The song is called It Was So Nice While It Lasted. Sam and Dave.
I met you a week ago today. I never thought it would end this way. I thought for sure this time it would last. I can't believe it's gone so fast, but it was so nice while it lasted. So very nice while it lasted. It was so nice, so nice while it lasted. 7 days I held you in my arms. 7 days with your unbelieving charms. Then came fate with a sad refrain and took my love from me again. But it was so nice while it lasted. So very nice while it lasted. It was so nice, so nice while it lasted. Why, oh why did it have to end? A love so strong could never die. I should have known right from the start that someday, girl, we'd have to part. Love just can't slip away like this. How will I forget your kiss? But if it has to be this way, there's nothing left for me to say. But it was so nice while it lasted. So very nice while it lasted. It was so nice, so nice while it lasted. Oh, so nice while it lasted. So very nice while it lasted. I wanna tell them.
There you go. That's the sound of Sam and Dave, May 1963. On Morris Levy's Roulette record label, It Was So Nice While It Lasted. And that one there, as we remember, paid tribute to the late Sam Moore, passed away this week. And last week, I also played tribute to the late Brenton Wood, played a couple of his tunes. Yeah, I think I closed the show with the flip side of this next 45. His real name, Alfred Smith, played the B-side to his third release on Joe Hooven's and Hal Wynn's double shot label. It was called Catch You on the Rebound. But this was the intended A-side of the 45. It was actually his follow-up to Gimme Little Sign, which was his biggest hit. This is his third of 11 on Double Shot Records. It's charted number 55 on Cashbox, 34 on Billboard, 30 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 on KGB in San Diego, California. We go to November of 1967 for the late Brenton Wood. Brenton Wood on Double Shot Records. It's called Baby You Got It, Brenton Wood.
I run after you like a fool would do, but mama didn't raise no fools, and I should know that baby you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got so too much soul, foxy clothes, the cutest nose, a groovy set. There's nothing fake about you, baby. You got it. People can be cruel. They say I've lost my cool, but it's very hard to keep my cool when I'm around you. 'Cause baby you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got so too much soul, foxy clothes, the cutest nose, the nudist shape. There's nothing fake about you, baby. You got it. Now that I found you, gonna cling to you. I'll give you love and money, everything to you. No matter what they say, no matter what I do, I'm never gonna love another girl but you. 'Cause baby you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got so too much soul, fox see a lot of things in you that they can't see. And baby, you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got soul to my soul, baby. You got it. Foxy clothes, the cutest nose, baby. You got it. The greatest shit, there's nothing fake, baby. You got it. The groovy lip that make me flip, baby. You got it. Pretty eyes that hypnotize, baby. You got it. You got soul.
Yeah, that's the late Brenton Wood. We're losing these singers left and right. It's really a depressing thing, I have to say. It's part of life, but it is terrible. It is. And November 1967, Brenton Wood there on the Double Shot record label. That's his third release for Double Shot. Baby, You Got It. You know, these records have been around all our life. And again, I was, 58? I was 9 years old when that record came out, and I remember it because my aunt played the record for me. So this music has been around us all the time. And then the people, we kind of take it for granted a little bit for the people that have performed it. But everybody, they get old too, and it's not fun getting old. Believe me, Johnny G, I feel old when we had my whole family was here. My mother celebrated a birthday. They're going to all be back here on my father's birthday on the 4th. So I had my nieces and nephews, and they're adults. They're like in their 30s, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in my 60s. I'm an old guy, and I don't want to listen. I know I'm talking to I talk to some of you guys and gals that are tuned into the program that are older than that. But again, it kind of creeps up. Age creeps up on you. But anyway, but listen, my mother says it's only a number, and she just celebrated her 89th birthday. So there you go. But and she's a big fan of the program. She's tuned in right now downstairs. But anyway, let us continue here. We got another one here for listener Busta Bass. I had to look for this one, but I knew I had it. This singer, one of the original members of the Falcons. Again, how many did we play? We played 3. This is the third singer out of the Falcons. Who'd we hear? Wilson Pickett. We heard Mac Rice, and this singer, a member of the Falcons, that recorded in this case, the Unart record label. If you remember a 1959 song called You're So Fine. That was a great record. And he was born in Montgomery, Alabama, but raised in Detroit. He would go solo in 1964 with releases on Suffice and Lupine Records. He signed with Stax Records in 1966. Had 28 releases on the Stax label through the year 1975. And let's give a listen to his fifth. Busta Bass requested his fifth release for the Stax label. It's a song he co-wrote together with Steve Cropper. This charted number 97 on Billboard, number 30 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 11 record if you were tuned into WCIN in Cincinnati, Ohio, from June 67. For Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room, this is Eddie Floyd. Eddie Floyd with Love is a Doggone Good Thing. This is for Busta Bass.
you do that make it seem that way? You can throw me in a line pen and I don't mind. My faith in you will fight off in your line. 'Cause love is a doggone good thing. Yes, it is. Love is a doggone good thing. Good thing. Good thing. Good thing. Love is a doggone good thing. Good thing. Good thing. Good thing.
There you go. That's going out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Eddie Floyd. Eddie Floyd from June 1967. That's his fifth release for the Stax record label. Love is a doggone good thing. And they didn't put baby on the title here, but they should have mentioned baby. Johnny G is your disc jockey here on a Wednesday evening. We are almost in Vinyltreasure overtime, but let's continue with the requests here. Let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. It's a flip side request from last week. Featured this girl group out of Detroit, Michigan, their first of two on the KO record label. That stands for Knockout Records. They were called the Sonnets. And Adrian the side I played last week was a song called I've Gotten Over You. He also requested the flip side of it. I don't know if it's the B side, but it's a tune written by Norman Whitfield. And it's from August of '62. Let's give a listen to the Sonnets. It's called Teardrops. This is for Adrian Viterbo.
Teardrops, so many teardrops all over your face. Such a disgrace, since you want things that way. I have nothing to say except go on and cry. I hope your tears never dry. So many teardrops, there's got to be teardrops until you wake up and see how much you meant to me, and you were doing me wrong when you said so long. Now go on and cry. I hope your tears never dry. So many teardrops. I know your friends make you feel as if you're on top of the world. But one thing you got to remember, that tears can't be shed by boys as well as girls. So there's got to be teardrops, many more teardrops, until you realize those tears were put in your eyes to make you see you took advantage of me. Now go on and cry. I hope your tears never dry. Teardrops, so many teardrops, yeah. They're gonna keep on falling. You gotta come back crawling, yeah.
There you go with a flip side request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Sonnets, Sonnetts, from August '62, their first release on the KO record label, Knockout Records, song entitled Teardrops. There you go. Johnny G not shedding teardrops, although for some of these records they can be very pricey nowadays. I was just lucky to get some of these in the early days of collecting for Johnny G. I used to buy all these records for $1. And then I would run a lot of the labels, so a lot of the dealers who I was buying rare vocal group records from the 50s were charging me some bucks for those, but they said, you need stuff from the 60s 60s, it's a little bit cheaper, and I ended up buying it. As we continue here, let's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro as we go to this group out of Greenwood, South Carolina. Now, many of the members were graduates of Lander University, and others attended the University of Georgia. They evolved initially into a group called the Pieces of Eight. But their first single for this group came out on the Dot label in March of 1965. This was their second release, first issued on the For Sale record label, and it started to take off locally, so Smash Records would end up picking it up for national distribution. It became a big hit for the group. Number 18 on Cashbox, number 17 on Billboard, and number 1 on a number of stations: WTOB in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, WJIM in Lansing, Michigan, WIFE in Indianapolis, Indiana, WNOE in New Orleans, Louisiana, WTAC in Flint, and others. It's a cover tune. The song was first recorded by Dick Holler and the Holidays. Came out in 1963 on the Comet record label, but let's give a listen to this cover. I'm playing it on the For Sale record label. This is actually, I think, not the true first press. This is like, I guess you would call it a second press. It's from May of 66 by request for listener Frank Chingaro, the Swinging Medallions. The Swinging Medallions on the For Sale record label. The song is called Double Shot, and they didn't put on here Of My Baby's Love, but the song is called Double Shot for Frank, or did they? No, they did not. For Frank Chingaro. There you go. That's the sound of the Swinging Medallions there. That's featured it on the For Sale record label. And that supposedly is the second press with the big For Sale. I think the first press is like the smaller For Sale. But there you go. May 66 of the Swinging Medallions with Double Shot. And it doesn't say Of My Baby's Love on there. It does on the Smash release. That's for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. Let's fill a request now for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room for this gal. Her real name, Melinda Helen Matthews. and she was raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, but she would also record as Linda Hopkins, and she had releases in the mid-1950s, first on the Crystalite record label, also for Federal Records, and also Atco before she signed with Brunswick Records, and she had 14 releases on the Brunswick label. I'm telling you, I couldn't find this record for nothing, but then I finally found it. I've had all her other releases except this one, but I finally got it, David. This is her second release on the Brunswick label, a tune written by Peter Udell and Gary Geld. Now, Jackie Wilson would record this in 1962 on one of his EPs, but this is the original here, August 61. Linda Hopkins on the Brunswick record label. This is going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. It's called I Don't Know You Anymore. Linda Hopkins. Great vocalization there by Linda Hopkins there, her second release on the Brunswick record label from August 61. That's by request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. I don't know you anymore, but Johnny G knows you. Tuned into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Again, if you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as this channel explodes with listeners. So thank you all for being here. If you have a request, send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Actually, if you don't have a request, I got a request to do a show all picked out by Johnny G. Songs picked out by your host DJ. But it's, you know what, I like playing the requests for the listeners because I have such great listeners with such great taste. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, fill a request for listener Chris Reed, who went off to bed. He has to get up early tomorrow. It's a school night. Well, not for me, although I do have to get up. Grace will be here early tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, but that's okay. I'm a night owl. Now, Chris requested this group, out of Massillon, Ohio. They recorded 2 for the Congress record label, and this is their second release, a tune written by Leroy Fan. This is produced by Hutch Davey. The group was called the Elgins. Now, this is not related to the group out of Detroit or the group out of the West Coast. This group is out of Ohio from February 64, going out to Chris Reed, the Elgins on Congress. It's called We're Gonna Have a Good Time. This is for Chris Reed. That's another party record. Wouldn't that be like double shots? A party tune there. Johnny G having a party here on a Wednesday evening. There you go. That's by request for listener Chris Reed. Those are the Elgins out of Massillon, Ohio. February 64 release on the Congress record label. We're gonna have a good time. Flip is like a cool doo-wop ballad on the flip side of that. Let us continue here. We are in Vinyltreasure Overtime. We're gonna go to the bottom of the hour and then we'll sign off here. Let's fill a request now for George Chestnut. As we go to this Philadelphia quartet, they were called the Executive Suite, which included Vincent Unto, Henry Tootin, William Tyler, and Charles Conyers. First recording back in 1969 as the Millionaires, though, on the Castle record label. This song, though, released on the Jubilee record label as the Executive Suite. A tune written by Tom Sellers, Len Barry, and a young Darrell Hall, yes, of Hall & Oates fame, and of the Temptones. He sang with the Temptones also earlier, I think in 1967. And he actually filled in on this recording session as one of the members did not show up. This is produced by Johnny Madera, Tom Sellers, and Len Barry. It features Vincent Unto on lead, and Daryl Hall comes in like on the follow-up verses. And then I think at the end. This charted number 18 on WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland, going out to George Chestnut, the executive suite from October of 1970. Touch of the 70s here on the Jubilee label. The song is called Christine. There you go. That one there going out to George Chestnut. Did you hear Daryl Hall in there? You can hear his voice, I think. I lost my place here. They're called the Executive Suite, October 1970. That's on the Jubilee record label. That's for George Chestnut. A song entitled Christine. Now, you know what I think of when I hear that name, Christine? You remember that that horror movie about the the 1957 Chevy? That what was that movie? Remember that Chevy? It was a car that used to play oldies, and what happened was the people inside the car would like die. The guy became possessed by the car, and it had all these bad things happen to the people in the car. And I think it was a movie called Christine. Who did that movie? I forget. Charlene, I'm looking for the Billy Bland record here while I'm talking about Christine, the horror movie here, and I'm looking and I don't see it. But, oh, here it is. I said Billy Bland. It's Bobby Bland. I apologize there. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime here. We just heard Christine by the Executive Suite. Let's go to this singer from Rosemark, Tennessee. First recording for MOTOWN Records back in 1952. Now, he would also record for Don Robey's Duke Records, recording as Bobby Blue Bland. I said Billy Bland. No, got confused. Bobby Blue Bland. Now, he would have about 55 releases for the Duke record label through the year 1973. Let's give a listen to his 33rd release. Wow. His real name was Robert Calvin Brooks, but he would eventually drop the blue in 1962 and record as Bobby Bland. This one is from August of 65. This charted number 19 on WJHO in Opelika, Alabama. Let's give a listen to Bobby Bland on Duke Records. The song is called Today.
I know, yeah. Yeah. And today is the ending of all of your scheming and your pretending. Well, I made it up in my mind. I've got to draw the line. That's why today is the day. No more baby talking me with cute little words like you so sweet. You've been talking and swelling my head, not meaning a word you say. That's why today has got to be the day. Oh, I thought you felt as I did, but you were only lying. You don't care a thing about me, so I'm just wasting my time. Oh, today is the ending of all of your scheming and your pretending. Well, I made it up in my mind. I've got to draw the line. That's why today it's just got to be the day. Well, I thought you felt that I did, but you were only lying. I know you don't care a thing about me, so I'm just wasting my time. Today is the ending of all of your scheming and your pretending. Well, I made it up in my mind. I've got to draw the line. That's why today it's just got to be today. I said today is the ending of all of your scheming and all of your pretending, and no more baby talking me with cute little words.
There you go, August 65 release there for Bobby Bland. Bobby Bland on the Duke record label, song entitled Today. It is today. It is a new day. It is January 16th, 2025. We are in Vinyltreasure Overtime. We're going to go to the bottom of the hour here. And so here we go. Let's go back to the, I teased the audience there with the Eddie Holland record, and that's because David Silberg requested the flip side of that record, which I posted a couple weeks ago on my Facebook page. His second release for the MOTOWN label, actually his follow-up to the tune Jamie. It was called Just Ain't Enough. It came out on Berry Gordy Jr.'s MOTOWN record label. Now, the flip side, we're going to send it out to listener Tim Dupree if he's tuned into the program, because he mentioned that he liked the flip side. I saw it there, and I said, let me mark it down here. This is a tune written, produced, and arranged by the Holland Dozier Holland team. and Eddie Holland is on lead. So we'll also send it out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. The great Eddie Holland from April 62 on Motown Records, the flip side of It Just Ain't Enough Love. This is the B-side. It's called Last Night I Had a Vision. We'll also send it out to David Silberg.
Last night I had a vision. I had a vision of your love. You kissed me so sweet and tender. You took my heart, oh, in sweet surrender. You had me wondering, oh, had me praying, could it happen again tonight? Like it happened last night. Oh, last night, while I lie sleeping in my heart, love came creeping. You showed me how sweet it could be. Oh, if you give your love to me, you had me wishing, oh, had me praying, could it happen tonight? Like it happened last night. You took my heart, oh, in sweet surrender. Could it happen again tonight? Like it happened last night. Oh, make it real. Oh, make it real.
There you go. We push the artificial intelligence on YouTube, and there they go. They blocked the show. But anyway, we're going to be closing down in a couple. It should be coming back momentarily, folks. So hold on there. So there you go. That's by request for Tim Dupree, and we'll send it out also to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. That's the B-side to the Eddie Holland's second release on the Motown record label from April 62, Last Night I Had a Vision. I never visioned that YouTube would block the show, but they did. And the sad thing will be if they post this up. So Paul Greco, if you see me talking here like this, and then you're saying, but they didn't block it, Johnny, I see you. Well, it's because they just did block it. They said that your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected audio belonging to someone else. You see, it's a shame, but it is. You know, I do this public service for the people here, free entertainment, and they block it to publicize their records, but that's how it's going to be. 2 more 45s to go here before we sign off here, so we'll continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Amnon. This is a flip side from a couple weeks ago that Amnon requested. I featured Baby Washington on Juggy Murray's Sue label with her 5th release on Sue called Leave Me Alone. Now, Amnon also requested the flip side Both sides of the disc were taken from her Sue LP called That's How Heartaches Are Made, and they put out this single. And this did chart number 65 on KONO in San Antonio, Texas. By request for listener Emnon, June 63, Baby Washington on the Sue record label. It's called You and the Night and the Music. Baby Washington for listener Emnon. There you go. That's the sound of Baby Washington as they shut down the program again. From June 1963, Baby Washington by request for listener Emnon on the Sue record label. You and the Night and the Music. Well, we're gonna end You and the Night and the Music. That's gonna do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s, excuse me, out of my collection. If you want to get in touch with Johnny G, please send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. Again, I apologize that the show got temporarily blocked here. We're calling it temporarily blocked, but anyway. And thank you, Charlene, again for all your help here on the program. Charlene is my administrative assistant. She helps me with putting together the show, but then when it gets shut down like this, it is mind-wrenching. It is. So I'm sorry, folks, for this happening. As those of you listening to me on Oldies and More Radio, at least you can hear the vocal of this, or you can hear the stream. But if the show does get blocked, I will post a link on my community page on YouTube, so you can go there and listen to the link on my website, vinyltreasures.net. But anyway, thank you all for being here this evening. Again, if you have a request, you can email it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And don't forget to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and tell your friends about it. You know, when it gets on the 60s show, this happens. It's happened now the last 2 shows in a row. But anyway, we're going to close the show tonight with a song. And the reason why I played this late is because I figured they would block it for this song too. But it's a request for listener Tom Shaughnessy. this singer first recording as the lead of the Impressions back in 1958, but he went solo in 1959, recording for the VJ subsidiary Falcon and Abner, then moving over to VJ Records in 1960. Would have 27 releases on the VJ label through 1966. Now, Tom requested his first, and it's a song he wrote together with Curtis Mayfield and Calvin Carter. This was a big hit, charted number 7 on Billboard, number 1 on the R&B chart, it was number 7 on the Billboard chart and a number 1 R&B record, and also was number 1 in a number of different markets. But it's our closer tonight, and I have an inkling they're going to shut me down. Well, that was they're going to shut me down for this song too, but I figured I'd play it at the end of the show because it's a request for Tom Shaughnessy, and this is what happens when sometimes I play hits. Although the Baby Washington was not a hit, it was a B-side. But once the AI gets on Johnny's back, it continues, and if there's too many, then they shut the program down. But again, they post it, so I mean, what is that? Anyway, for Tom Shaughnessy, our closer from August 1960, the great Jerry Butler on VJ Records. The song is called He Will Break Your Heart. So thank you all for being here this evening. I apologize for the disruption, and I hope to see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. It'll be Saturday beginning at 9 p.m. Everybody stay well for the rest of the week. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. For Tom Shaughnessy.
He don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying us apart. Fare thee well, I know you're leaving for the new love that you found. The handsome guy that you've been dating, oh, I've got a feeling he's gonna put you down, because he don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying us apart now. He uses all the great quotations. He says the things I wish I could say. Whoa, but he's had so many rehearsals. Girl, to him it's just another play. But wait, and when the final act is over and you're left standing all alone, when he takes his bow and makes his exit,